not selling. That's my first important point. It's simply the process of seeking connections to build mutually beneficial relationships in the long term. Quite simple, right? So to meet people who you can work with and help each other for a long time to come. Networking is actually a process, it's not an event. So it's not a matter of turning up, I networked, now I can go home. It's something that you do on an ongoing basis. So meeting someone at an event is actually the very, very first step in the networking process with that person. In order to actually get valuable results, you have to take it further with that person or with a few people that you've met on the line. So a good networking strategy, a very simple one, is to meet a couple of good people and then take the process further, rather than zipping around the room and meeting 50 people and that's it. People buy from people, and generally people buy from people that they know, they like, or they trust. Even with the big brands, you'll notice this. I mean, that's pretty much what all of the big brands are trying to do on Facebook right now. They don't actually want to be our friends. Sorry if I've actually burst your bubble, but they're actually looking to build that relationship and build that like and that trust with us. Make yourself memorable, so that when the person leaves the event and they remember who you are and what you do and what type of connection you're looking for, it's fresh in their mind. So we do this training session at Athena, which is quite fun. It's called How to Introduce Yourself with Impact. And so what you're going to do is, instead of saying what you normally say, which is probably, I'm an accountant, I'm in HR, I'm in business development, I'm in whatever, you're going to start with something a little bit more interesting. So we had a lady who came to our very first launch of Athena, and we got everyone to stand up and say, and to introduce themselves, and she stood up and she said, hello, I'm Jasmine Vincent, and I shoot people. Anyone guess what she does? She's a photographer. But of course it got the giggles and it made people remember her. And then of course she went on to say, you know, I love taking photos of people who hate having their photos taken, blah, 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 blah. Great. So you've done the impact statement. When you go on to explain, don't lose impact by saying, and I'm in IT and I do this. The key is how you help people, not what you actually do. Because if George said, I'm an accountant and all day long I get people's financial data and I put in this, and he might be really excited, well he tends to be, but actually we don't want to know what they do with our data. We just want to know how they help us. We help people save money. We help people earn more money. We help people save money on their taxes, pay less tax. All of that stuff is music to our ears, right? Explain. Tell me more. I know what it's like to have my photo taken. I used to hate it. I hated it so much that, you know, this is what I realized that was needed, and so I decided to become a photographer.